Now, I feel very lucky. I've gotten the chance to get to know Dr. Robbie very well. Funny enough, in the off season, he came and visited me in Phoenix, and he sat down. He was able to share and sort of unveil his vision he had for tennis and what he thought all the professional players on tour really deserved as far as healthcare goes. I myself got to use the PTPA MedNet personally just because I suffered an injury in Miami that needed to be looked at immediately. I needed to get into an MRI very quick because I ended up winning that match and needed to play a couple days later. These are sort of the important moments where it could make a difference. Am I going to make it worse if I keep playing? So I really need to get a good opinion. So interesting enough, the first opinion that came out would have required me actually not to play and to be put in a cast. I talked to Dr. Robbie about it. He immediately got some of his other doctors within his network to look at my images, and they actually came out with a different second and third opinion, which made me feel a lot more comfortable to go and play a couple days later. Obviously, I ended up taking time off after that, but this is where I think it's so crucial to know what's going on right away. We don't have time to sort of wait around to get into an appointment, especially if you're out of the country, you're away from your family doctor, and this was sort of what Dr. Robbie wanted to bring to professional tennis. You know, a lot of us have our own personal people that we like to go to and that we trust, but having access to his network, I mean, he's coming from working with MLB teams in the United States, NFL teams, NHL, so he knows sports, he knows what we need as athletes, and he wants us to really feel comfortable that we're getting the best of the best. And that's something that rings true for me as well. I've had a lot of injuries in my career, and thankfully I've had a great team around me, but not everyone has that in every department. One day it might be a shoulder, one day it might be a knee, and you're going to see different doctors for this. And I really think Dr. Robbie has so much expertise in this area. He'll give you his own opinion. It's easy to access him, but if he doesn't know, he knows the right person to get you in touch with. And I really want the players on tour to feel comfortable with that, knowing that they can get those results and those needs met immediately. And again, it's something that I think I wanted to really prioritize for the players because our health and well-being, our longevity, all of that has to be a priority when we're talking even about things like marketing and budget. This was something really high on my list, and I think Dr. Robbie delivered. Really, I think, you know, you want this network where players feel like they can trust their health and they can get opinions that they believe, but that they can also share with their team and they can come to the best decision for them. I mean, really at the end of the day, we're not always feeling 100%, but we want to get as close as we can to say, hey, is it worth me taking a couple weeks off? Is it worth me reaching out to someone else to try a different type of physical therapy? You know, this goes beyond just there's an acute injury on the court, I need an MRI. This goes if you get sick when you're in Japan and you need to get a prescription for some like you can get that right away through this MedNet. And that, to me, makes me feel better about traveling around the world. Even if I don't speak the language, and if I don't know a local doctor, if my doctor at home is asleep and I can't get a hold of them. And again, I mean, I've had multiple hour-long conversations with Dr. Robbie. He's an awesome guy, super intelligent, super smart, and really wants the best for athletes. He's worked alongside a lot of top professional organizations in other sports, and he wants to bring that professionalism and that access to tennis. I think this has been a win-win partnership.